Hey guys, how are you doing? So I am hopping in here live again. I just got done. How can we say it? Just got done doing an interview, right? And so I was already like face. And I said, let me hop in here and talk about a few things. And I'm going to share from my phone. I haven't done this in a while. I've been using StreamYard the way StreamYard the way I should. But I don't know if enough people see me. So I'm going to share. I'm going to share it out from here. And then I'm going to get into, I'm on my YouTube channel too. So, hey, YouTubers. Hey, guys. I forgot went live on YouTube too. So I am live in all of the places. And I am going to share with you guys something I shared last night. So last night I went live in my group to talk about my membership journey. Some of you guys know that I have a membership site. My mentor, Stu McLaren, who's on my podcast last episode, he has a program called Tribe. It is open right now. I'll talk about that more at the end, but because of that, I've been talking about a lot about my membership and membership journey and how I run my business and all that other type of good stuff. And so last night I did a really dope live. It was one of those lives, now you do a good live and you're like, man, I wish I would have had that like public, because we went real deep, right? And so I did this really dope live. Hold on, just write the post, just send it out. Too many steps to sending out posts these days, right? So I'm going to go here, send it out from here, and then I am going to share in the group, although in the group this will be some repeat because you guys would have seen this last night, right? So, or seen part of this last night, but if you know me, you know that I don't go from scripts, so you're going to get a little bit different every time I talk. But either way, last night I talked about my membership journey. Hey, Terry, how are you doing? Last night I talked about my membership journey, and I went through, I went all the way back. I went back to when I was pregnant in the hospital doing coaching calls. Long story. You got to go into the group to see that, right? My free group, right? But one of the things that I also touched on is something really important that I realized I've not really talked about openly, and I need to talk about openly. I need to be doing a podcast episode about this. I'm putting on my YouTube channel because this is important. But something we need to talk about, and that is the 3 models or methods or whatever you want to call them, but the 3 big things, right? 3 big things you need to run a profitable and sustainable business. And I say we don't talk about this enough because I see people jumping in and maybe only focusing on one or focusing on really almost the wrong one sometimes, or focusing, just staying there. And we miss these things. And this isn't just about having a membership, but having a membership has definitely helped me with this. So I will be tying that in later. But this is, if you have a business, if you're thinking of having a business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're trying to get something started, if you want to make money online or really make money anywhere, every business has these 3 things, right? There is not a brick and mortar. There is not a major corporation. There is not a hair salon. There's not an anywhere product-based business or a service-based business that does not have these 3 things. And I really feel like the more we get into this, more we get into doing business like a business. If you guys listen to my podcast, you know that's part of my intro, but doing business like a business and thinking of what are these things that hold a business together. It's not just, I can talk real well, so let me just start coaching people and let me hop on Instagram and take some cute photos and let me just do these things. That's not really what holds business together. That might get you some money. That's like Hustle Man Flo, who used to sell CDs downtown Patterson, right? That might get you some money, but that is not necessarily what is going to build a business, and definitely not what's going to grow a business. And now I've grown and built e-commerce businesses. I've had a web design business. I now have a training and coaching business. And some of you guys know I'm in the middle of building a software company. And this is applicable for all 3 of those, right? Plus helping other people build a whole bunch of businesses too, right? So I want to get into this. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about how my membership has helped me with this. And yeah, I wanted to hop on and do that. So if you guys are here, say hey. If you have questions, jump them in the comments. I think I can see the comments from all the pages, all the places where I shared this to. But either way, if I don't get to them here, I will get to them after this is over. So, and for those who don't know me, because I am on the page, I gotta introduce myself, right? When I'm in my group, I'm just like, hey guys, y'all know me, right? I am Akil Thompkins-Robinson. I am the owner and founder and everything right now of Girl Get Visible and my SEO writer software company, right? And what I do is I help entrepreneurs, specifically my female entrepreneurs, hence Girl Get Visible, right? To get out there, get found, get visible using SEO and content marketing and sustainable business practices. I need to add that to my tagline, because the sustainable business practices is really where I'm seeing we need a lot of work, right? We need a lot of work and a lot of help. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? A lot of people are like, I want to start a business, but they really start a hustle, right? And no, not knocking the hustle, but if you want a business that's just going to run, if you want a business that's going to continue to bring you in profit, if you want a business that's going to replace your 9 to 5, then we got to not do the hustle things, right? So let's talk about the 3 models, methods, whatever you want to call them, that you need in order to really build a sustainable business are 3 things. You need a traffic model. You need a way to bring people in. And I'm going to say a sustainable traffic model, because, I do SEO, right? Where I get this thing started and it keeps going. I don't have to be there every single day. But yes, there are some people who go on every single day. There are some people who want word of mouth. There are some people, they're not all traffic models are the best, but there are lots of them, right? But a traffic model, you need a way to bring people in to your business. If you don't have a good traffic model, and I have a podcast episode coming up either this week or next week. You'll see as soon as I get it done editing, right? But I have a podcast episode that is going to talk about a very, very, very simple traffic model that's not even SEO. Like, it helps SEO, but it's not even SEO. You guys will be impressed with this one, right? But a really, really quick traffic model. But if you don't have people regularly coming into your business, and this is whether it's online or offline, if you don't have people coming in to bring in traffic, then you are always going to struggle, because if no traffic, then there's no people to sell to, right? No people to talk to. And so you need people steadily coming in. So the first thing you need is a traffic model. The second thing you need is some type of good business revenue generating model, right? And so here's what that looks like. For my product-based businesses, it is your product, right? You actually have a product that you are going to sell, but you got to have a way to sell it. You got to have a website that you're going to sell it, something, and I'm not a big fan of sending them cash apps, but a way you're going to sell it. So a way to show it to people, way to sell it to people, way to deliver it to people, way to make sure that people got it and they're happy with it. You need a business model. So in my case, one of my business models, my biggest business model is memberships, right? I told you we'll talk about the membership part to this, right? So one of my biggest business models is membership, where people want to learn from me. The best way to learn from me is you're going to take either a one-time class or join my membership. I'm actually really you're going to take a class that's going to lead to my membership, because you do have to take a class, which I have one coming up first weekend of June. I don't even know the dates in front of me. I think it's the 5th and the 6th. June 5th and 6th, I got a class coming up. I will be telling you guys about that very soon, right? So you take a class. That is one of my business models. So that's my business model. Teach and membership, teach and support, right? So you need a business model. If you've got like Barbara, who's on here. Hey, Barbara sells, she does teaching, but she also sells templates. That is part of her business model. She has these templates. She has a store where you can go and find these templates for journal making. That is part of her business model. If you're a service-based business, you got, Honeybook or Dosado or whatever, people can click in, set up your thing. That is your business model. So you got to have a really good and really tight business model. And I know some people are thinking, well, how do people say they're in business, but they don't have a business model? You would be surprised. People come to me, and no shade knocking those people, but people come to me and they're like, I want to sell my services, but I don't know how. I don't have a package to sell my services. I don't have a price to sell my services. I don't have a site to sell my services. I don't have this. Like, I just know I can do this. I want to figure out how. And until they figure out how to put that in place, they don't have a business model. They might even say they have a business, but if I don't have a way to get that package, that product or service or thing from you, then you do not yet have a business model, right? So second thing that you need is a business model. So we need a traffic model. We need a business model, right? And then the third thing, which I feel that people spend some time on the traffic, people spend a lot of time on the business, people do not spend time on this last one. And that is why a lot of people are struggling right now, right? The third thing is you need some type of recurring/retention model. And let me tell you why it's a slash, recurring/retention, right? Because you need a way for either money to continuously come into you. So a payment plan, a monthly subscription, you see where we're going here? You need some way for the money to continuously come into you, or you need some way that you retain customers that they keep coming back. A restaurant, for example, my husband and I, we eat out all the time. We love to eat out, right? A restaurant, they're not a recurring. They're not going to say, hey, buy a dinner a month and we're going to do this thing. They could, but they don't, right? But they've got ways that they bring their customers back into their restaurant. That is retention, bringing them back. A hair salon, right? A hair salon, they're not going to give you, I guess they could do a doobie. Do people still say doobies, y'all? Let me know. What do they call it now? Oh gosh, that's crazy, right? So let's say a color, right? Instead of a doobie, because I don't know if people still say doobies, right? But but people, they could say, you get a color every 3 months for this, whatever. But they don't. What they do is they offer great service. They might tell you when there's a special, you fall in love with your stylist, and they have a retention model. So you need something that is going to keep the people that you got from the traffic coming back in either some type of recurring or retention model. And that's why I say people don't spend enough time with that, because a lot of people spend time getting new people, and not spend as much time with getting the same people to come back over and over and over again. Not even keeping them, but getting them to come back over and over and over again. Even in a membership, which again, I'll be talking about because that is recurring, right? Even in a membership, you do have to retain them. You need the people to stay in the membership for the membership to be profitable, right? So you do need to retain them, but you need them to keep coming back and seeing the value and wanting to pay for the thing, right? That is what every business needs. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, I don't want to just be saying this and y'all just don't make sense to you, right? It makes sense to you guys that you need those three things. As I'm saying this, and you might have like an aha moment, like, aha, she's right. Aha, that makes sense, right? Right. Or are you seeing that I need to do better in one of these areas, right? I need a better traffic model. SEO, I'm just going to say that out loud, right? Or I need a better business model. I need to figure out what exactly am I selling to people? How am I positioning? Who are the people I'm selling it to? How am I positioning it to those people? What is the thing? How are they going to check out, get it delivered? That is my business model. How am I going to sell the thing? Whether I've got coaching packages, whether I've got a course that I'm creating, whether I've got a membership that I want them to join, all of that is a business model, and people need the business model, right? So Deborah, the first thing I said was you need a traffic model. You need a way to bring people into whatever it is that you're selling them. So if you're a brick and mortar, you need a way to get people, from the curb to your door, right? How are you getting them in? That's your part of your traffic model, right? As an online business, you need a way to get them onto your email list, because that's bringing them into your door, essentially, bringing them into where now you can contact them, talk to them, and sell them your services and all that type of stuff. You need a way to bring them into your website. You need a way to bring them into your shopping cart. That is all your traffic model, bringing people into you. Not. Let me tell you, it's not a traffic model. Pushing your ads out there, pushing your post out there, that is not a traffic model. And let me tell you why that's not a traffic model, because if it's not bringing people in, if you're just pushing, you see how this is going, right? I'm good with the hands, right? But if you're just pushing and it's not bringing people in, then you are not generating traffic. You're just pushing things out there. You're just setting up billboards. But if billboards don't actually bring people to your site, then that's not a traffic model. It is not a traffic model until it actually brings people to your thing, right? So I'm not going to say all of them are bad. Some of them do bring in some people. But if you pushing and no one's coming, then you don't have a traffic model. Just X that, right? That's like the people who come to me and say, I've got a business. I want to do this thing, but I don't know how to sell it. I don't know how to package it. I don't know how to price it. No one who wants it. Like, you don't have a business yet. Like, you don't have a business model, right? So first thing, traffic. Second thing, your business model. Third thing, and I'm going to say one of the most important things, and really, this is the thing that's going to make everything else so much easier. At some point in time, your business should go from needing less traffic to having more retention, which makes you need less traffic. Because if you're retaining the people that you have, then you don't even need as many people coming into the door. Right? Especially if you're brick and mortar, like you're full, right? We're full here. Like I was just I just did an interview. I told you guys I just did some face, right? But I just did an interview for a program that is for lash technicians, right? Amazing program. If you guys need information, let me know. But a program for people who are lash technicians, they don't only need but so many people on their books, right? And if they get their people on their books and those people sign up for, re-ups every 2 to 3 weeks and they get that rotation, then their books are full and they are happy people because that's what they wanted to do. So, having a good recurring retention model is going to actually help you need less of the traffic model, right? You always should have some traffic because people do fall off, but you're still going to need less. Like, so you can actually, the scales can tip in the other direction if you do this right? And then that last model, like I said, the recurring retention model, making sure you've got a way to keep generating from those same people. And there's a couple of ways, like making sure that people are happy, making sure that, it's delivered correctly, making sure you keep in contact with them. Like Brittany, she isn't on here now, but I'm sure she'll be on here and watch the replay. But Brittany will tell you about like sending out email sequences after the purchase are kind of some of the most important email sequences, and having services that they can continue on. Like I got my 2-day courses. Like I told you, June, I will have a 2-day course coming up for those who want to work on their traffic, right? So we'll do that for 2 days. And then I'll tell you, hey, at the end, do you want to stick around with us and implement? You can join the membership because I've got my recurring retention model going, right? For those who want to stick with us, keep working on it, that kind of thing. And don't think if people say no to me the first time, I don't go back to them and email them later. Hey, you want to work in this now? Hey, you need some help here now? Like you still keep talking to the people because that's part of your recurring retention, getting people back in. So like I said, I didn't want this to be way too long, but I was on yesterday telling my whole membership story, and I talked about these 3 different models that I realized I really just don't talk about enough. And I really think more of us need to talk about. And this is why I run a membership. So the good thing about a membership, so I told you guys, Tribe is open. So Tribe is open. If you want to join Tribe, I actually got a banner for you, right? If you want to check out how to get 2 of these models, right? So one of the things I love about Tribe and why I'm a big proponent of Tribe is because it takes place for 2 of my models. My membership is my business model. Most of my business, probably like 70-80% of my business right now is membership, right? So membership, that's my business model. So that's how I package my knowledge. That's how I work with people. That's how they pay me. That's how everything's delivered through my membership, right? And then it is also my recurring retention because it is a recurring thing. It's not somebody paying for a one-time course and I never see them again. It's not somebody getting a coaching package of 8 to 10 or even 12 months and I never see them again. It is, here you guys are. You guys can stay. People have been in my membership since 2019 when I launched it, right? Early 2019, we just turned, or we're about to turn somewhere around here, 2 years old in my membership, and people are still in that membership, right? From the day one, like my day zeros, right? Thanks, my day zeros. My day zeros are still in there. But because I have that business model, it also takes care of my recurring retention model. And that's one of the reasons why, especially for, I said this yesterday, I'll say it to you guys out loud, especially for my entrepreneurs, my women entrepreneurs who are moms, who are working 9 to 5, who have 50 billion things going on in their lives. I am just like you guys. You guys have seen the pictures of the 6-year-old. You guys maybe have seen a picture of the man. He doesn't get too many pictures. You've seen the little dog that people didn't know I have a little dog, right? I do, right? You've seen all these things. I am just like you guys. I am that person who I didn't want to work every single moment. Like I didn't want to build another job, right? I can go get another job. I didn't want to build another job. Like that just was not the reason for starting a business for me, right? Not so I can, replace. I actually like my job. I like doing things in corporate, but I wanted to do things easier. I wanted to use my knowledge to do things, well, in my mind, better for me, right? And so that is one of the things. I did not want something where I had to keep hustle, 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 hustle. I wanted to be able to really flow. And that's what, for me, having a membership has really done, because it takes care of those two things. That is two things. And then I can do what I do best, which is traffic, right? So I already do traffic. I teach you guys traffic. I share with you guys traffic. I sell you guys traffic. Traffic, I got you, right? So I can do what I do best, traffic. And then I can let something like my membership handle the business and the recurring retention. Like, that to me is dope. Like, who does not want to kill two birds with one stone? Like, who does not want to make their lives easier, make their businesses easier, and really get into the flow of life? I have one of my members right now who is on vacation. And I say it that way because I made her go on vacation. And I literally told her, go on vacation. Don't work. Let's put this on pause. She's got all her models. She's got a traffic model. She's got her product model. She's got her business model. And she's got her recurring revenue and retention model, right? She's got all these things down packed that she can go on vacation. And I wanted her to go on vacation, right? Especially as a business owner, because we don't go on vacations, right? I wanted her to take her foot off the gas, not have to push, so she can see how having these things in place will help it flow to her. And I promise you, she's about to have an amazing month when she gets back, because she's ready to go, right? I've talked to her. She's ready to go, right? But that's what you want. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to see that your business can flow. Your business can go and continue on, whether you've got your foot on the gas and you are pounding the pavement or pounding the IG pavement every single day, or whether or not you're kind of taking a break. I took a break a little this month. I said, you know what? I'm not going to run any challenges. You guys have not heard me talk about a challenge this month, right? You will hear me talking about one in a couple months, right? I said, I'm not going to run my weekend. My next weekend is not until June, right? All I did was hang out with my members, who I love. So hanging out with my members is super fun. It's like really hanging out with my friends and fam and stuff. So I love hanging out with my members. But all I had to do was hang out with my members, and the business sustained. I wasn't sitting there like, oh my God, if I don't sell any things, I just sell a couple of books because, books sell, right? But I'm like, if I don't sell any things, if I don't run a program, if I don't open up a new coaching thing, then I'm not going to have any money next month. I didn't have to deal with that. And I think that's something that a lot of business owners need to open their minds up to. I want you guys to open your minds up to. Coaching is cool. Course creating is cool. Working hard is cool. But it should not be how you have to do it all the time. And if you don't want to, membership is better, right? Membership, I'm going to tell you, is the way to go. So that is why I am so into memberships, and I've been kind of telling you guys about memberships the last couple of weeks, because of that, because it really helps to break up, the things that you have to do, less things you have to do, and helps to get those 3 business models going. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about tonight. If you do have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll stick around like another minute or two in case there are any questions, but I didn't want this to be super long, but I definitely wanted to talk about those 3 models because I feel like there's so many businesses, and it's like a triangle. Give a triangle, right? It's like a triangle that, you got to have all 3 sides. You got to have all three sides, 3 points, however you label your triangle, but you got to have all 3. If you don't have all 3, then you are going to be missing. You are going to be really stressed out in one area trying to bring in traffic over and over and over again because you don't have a way to retain them if you don't have that thing. Or if you're bringing in traffic and you don't have a good product and the traffic is just flowing through. My first membership was like that. It was just flowing through. It was like, oh my God, I wasn't retaining them. It's just flowing through, right? So I had to fix it, right? Which is how I got to where I am now. You got to hear the membership story I told yesterday. But you don't want, traffic coming in and your business product model isn't tight. And so people are just flowing through. You don't want that to happen either. And then you want to be able to retain. You want to be able to retain them and bring them back, right? So whether you got them on a recurring thing, like we do in a membership, retention, where you got them coming back regularly for some, whether they like it or they see other reasons for a service, they need a service over and over. We got to start working on getting these models together so we can start doing business like a business, as I said in the very beginning of this. So I want you guys, to think about that. Tell me what you feel about that. Tell me how you're working on that. If you are interested in learning more about memberships, getting a memberships, today is the last day to join Tribe, and I got some dope Tribe bonuses. Right? But even if you don't join Tribe, I want you guys to really consider the possibilities of how this can help you and your life and your business. If you do want to join Tribe and you want to work with me for the next couple of weeks in the Tribe with Us group, I've got a private group where we'll be doing nothing but working on Tribe together, getting through it, building some memberships. I promise, somebody just signed up. I'm not going to tell you guys who. I can't, right? But I promise you, in 2 months' time, when Tribe is over, there are going to be some memberships popping up that y'all are going to be like, wow. There are going to be some new 6-figure chicks popping up that y'all are going to be like, wow. Right. And it is going to be because they took that action today, that they jumped in today. They considered this, saw how it was going to work for their business, and made the moves. And so if you want to be some of those people, right, you want to be with us, you want to be working on it, you want to be the wows, then I am inviting you guys to head on over to girlgiveinvisible.com. It's right down there, and Tribe with us. Right. So I will see you guys later. Again, let me know how you're doing with your 3 models that you have in your business and where you need some support and help with, because I'm here to help you with all 3. All right. Bye, guys.